Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Very Sky Rita's video blog. I'm known as Rita or Krabby McCoffee, so it's coffee time with Rita. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. If you're a comer backer, thanks. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe. And we got a great show today. It won't be too long today because I'm actually kind of exhausted, not enough sleep, tired as hell. And you know how it is. I was on the phone to Higgins. We were conversing about radio scanners for one. Apparently, we're conversing about scanners and other things. Zoe had to get off of Discord. She was waiting for a call for a date. So hopefully she gets a date. She actually deserves one because of her being cooped up in her apartment. What I was kind of sad about today was Zoe was the fact that she was talking about bread, choosing bread, and you know, that's what it was, bread. So they're talking about a mud hole a mud hole pothole on the radio on this island, because of the heavy rains, and anyway, so I'm kind of concerned with Zoe, on her eating because she needs to get out and go shopping. I did help her with an idea for a post office box, so I'm happy about that. But I don't want to be here too long today because I didn't brush my hair this morning. I just got up. So let's just get to it, okay? I got phone calls to make today. I got movies to watch. I actually want to sit back and relax. But I want to thank Peewee first of all because let's get the coffee filled. Because Peewee sent me a great present today, and I want to show you I'm not going to show you the entire thing, but there's a little note. Zoe's card came in. I can understand why the card meant a lot to her. Let's just say the card means a lot to me. I mean, the way it was developed and designed, I thought it was beautiful. I'm not going to show you the card envelope. That's because it's got private information. I respect Zoe's. So you guys are probably wondering, where's I'm just curious, Oh, Timu. So apparently, Mother Peewee sent us something from Timu, and I want to show you it because first of all, I think it is really cool. Okay, so thanks, Mama Peewee, for the wonderful Christmas gift. Thanks to Mama Fanny for the coffee pot. But anyways, I just want to share this with you. It's awesome. It's very awesome. This is Chloe's. Look at this. It's a hoodie. But you see what it says there? Ew, people. Isn't that cool, man? I mean, so Mama Peewee thought this would be perfect for Chloe. I thought, yeah, but the one that I got, because I like Christmas so much, right, was more cool. I mean, look at this. This is red. Everyone knows I look good in red. It says, believe, and said Santa's writing on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Shark. Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Shark. Look at that. Isn't that pretty badass, people? I mean, I got to thank Mama Peewee for this. I mean, literally, this is just so cool. Yes, so anyways, we're going into other things, So today I want to show you her card that Zoe got me. I thought it was cool. I was on the phone to Higgins when it came in, so basically I'm not going to give you the note, but you open up, it looks like this. It's called Love Pop, never heard of the card. And you flip it like this, and it's got a tree, and it says, for Rita. And then if you pull this little note flap out here, there's a little note, but you guys don't need the note. It says, you deserve nice things. Love, Zoe. Well, Zoe deserves nice things too and nice people, So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought the card was cool, I can understand why she was worried about the card, but to me, it keeps getting stuck, that is cool. So, just make sure it slides back in. And I'm gonna cherish this for life. I have a whole drawer of Christmas cards people gave me, but this is the card that I think will be remembering forever next to my husband's card. My husband's anniversary cards were just outstanding, the way one had a built-in bookmarker, or which I never took the bookmarker out. I just couldn't, because came from my husband, I even have all his in anniversary cards, but this thing keeps getting locked in and then stuck, so it's not meant to pull in and out, pulling it out. Someone would say, oh, well, it's shoddy craftsmanship. No, it's just caught. You just got to line it up just right, Anyways, I want to thank Zoe for that. Thank Peewee. So the video is basically not going to be too long tonight because I have a lot of stuff I got to get done. One is I got to go back to sleep, but I want to tell you a story this morning. Managers, this family came in. They emailed me apologizing for not getting back to me sooner again, yada, yada, yada. They tried to call, then they knocked on the door, and, within 15 minutes, they literally fixed it and said done. And, of course, I was cranky as is because they woke me up. They're like, sorry. I sleep, and then I get up, right? Well, the thing is it is what it is. But, I'm feeling pretty lethargic today, just to let you guys know. That's why I don't want to be on too long due to the fact I'm tired. I mean, I'm physically drained. I mean, literally, it's 2 days after Christmas, and Chloe's counting down the days till next week for payday, and I'm just trying to just slide through, until payday, and yet we made a joke, about many things, but still, the thing is it's very beautiful. So, I think the thing about the card, but Higgins and I were joking, and he's like, oh, anything in there? Nope. Thing is, it doesn't really matter because what matters is that it's the thought that counts, and to me, I'm more happy, The only thing left to get is my Christmas present, which I'm working on. I don't know if I want to get a handheld scanner. For some of you out there, I'm going to do a scanner check for you guys. I'll tell you what I can and can't afford. So we'll work our way up from the cheapest to with screen share because of it. The electric bill is due out, by the way, soon. And a lot of people are worried about that, So let me just tell you what I did. So I actually did YouTube. I did a YouTube question, and that question was, does this take? So, for example, Chloe wants me to get a scanner. Okay, so I have. You preppers out there, you're like, well, analog, digital. Well, if you're in an analog area and you can only afford analog, buy the analog. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's going to change over to digital. But, the thing is I was talking to Higgins about radios, you know what? Let me just tell you something. Okay, so this radio here, I'm not going to show you I'm not going to go into details, but as you can see, it's $94 and $94.97 basically. That's a base station, takes 3 AA batteries. You can use a mobile scanner. You can also use a base scanner, and it's got an alarm clock and an FM radio. Now, the thing is, you got to also look at shipped by Amazon, and the delivery date is Saturday, January 7th. So, January 7th. So, that's the thing. You got to ask about that, but it's, a lot of people also say you got to look for one that has service search, which is where you can push program and it'll run through the police thing. So $94 ain't bad. The next one on the list, I'm trying to speed this up, is the one that Higgins bought the other day and then sent back was the 355N. And the 355N is not a bad unit. That's $95 and it's pre-programmed. So as you can see on the button configurations here, you got your private bank, your scan, your close call, your police department, fire department, emergency. You got your air marine band, and then you got the rest. So, Higgins is like, the problem is with this is if your codes aren't in there and it isn't working, then you might have to tweak it to input the codes that you need you know, for it. So to me, Higgins is like, it's a little pain in the butt, but thing is, it also depends on what you want to do with it. So to me, this is an option too for base station, and I wish Higgins would have basically posted the picture with his hand up to show how big it is, because he didn't explain how big the 355N was, but also I'd like to make a couple statements on something too. So the next one on the list is the 30C. Now the 30C is not a bad unit at all. 30C is pretty good. And the 30C, because we're speeding this up to get this done fast, it doesn't come with rechargeable batteries or batteries in general. I actually asked Amazon questions, and they're like, no, you don't get batteries. You got to feed it batteries. So it takes 2 batteries. But they say the batteries last like 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours on continue, depending on if there's complete continuous chatter. Now, if there's not continuous chatter, they say it could extend it 8 to 12 hours or more. My scanner currently runs at 2 days at a time or so before it's got to have more batteries, due to the fact that the batteries are, but anyways, it's also, this one has 30. You got to also look at the frequencies. Like this has 32,000 frequencies. So 32,000 frequencies and $117 ain't bad. So then you go down to this one, right? You also, the 75X, right? 75XLT is a great scanner too. The problem is it's 300. It's the predecessor. It's the predecessor to the 125. The thing is, if you look down here, again, just like the 30C, it says listen to over the 32,000 frequencies. So wherever you're at, if you're in an analog zone, you can listen to 32,000 frequencies. So again, it really works, but again, this is 100 this is 89.99, right? 300, and it doesn't have alpha tagging, but apparently it's easy to use. So $90 is not bad at all plus tax, and to me, that isn't bad at all. I was hoping to get some information on the size of these units because they say it can fit right in a pocket. So I'm assuming they cut down the scanner from like this down to that. So you got to look into that. But $90, you can't complain. Now, the next one on the list is the 125 AT. And that's the king of mobile analog scanners. And let's see, I'm sped this up today because I don't have to show every model. The 125 AT is right here. And it says here, listen to over 40,000 frequencies. So you got an 8,000 frequency boost in this for approximately $118. Thing is when you look for this, right? It talks about 500 alpha tag thingies, but when you look at things like the battery, and then you ask him, oh, there's a picture right there of the right there in the bottom. See, it shows a guy using it in his hand. It looks like his hands are bigger than the radio, but still, it's good to know that, So basically, let me just say, because sometimes you read these, and they're talking about this one here having rechargeable batteries supposedly. I'll look that up a little bit in a bit. But anyways, then the final one on the base station models is this one pretty much, for analog. And then right here. And then, you know, and then after that one, that one's 174 plus change, and it looks pretty good. People say to me, "Oh, if you're an analog, just go with analog." But that would be your best bet for analog. The thing is you got to take into account shipping. I think it's like 188 with shipping. So the question is do you invest in something like this, because of it. But it and you got to look at the frequency too. It's like 9,000 channels for saving, but it doesn't say etc. But a lot of people say, well, as long as you're investing in something like this, you should be good. So to me, I'm like, cool. So it is what it is, and then, the ones I'm saving for, Higgins, he keeps talking about me getting 325 or the 996. And the 325 is not a bad scanner. The only thing is this one here comes with rechargeable batteries. And that was one of my questions, I asked on, good. Amazon has got a great thing for Christmas questions. Before you buy something, you just flood it with, hey, does this work? And they say, oh, yes or no. Depends also on people and nice things and whatever. And with me, I've been saving my thing. I could buy this one outright myself, but the thing is they say it's the 325 P2 runs P1 trunking 2 is the same case and everything as the 75 XLT and the 125. So the thing is it would just depend on and then again these are clean slate scanners, so you have to actually program them. But apparently there is a service search built in, so you can probably look it up if you have digital in your area. Thing is, we're not going to talk about simulcast because I do want to say for the record, Higgins and I were talking about the while ago the radio, and he said he's having trouble with his radio. This is another one I can afford currently, 364, but it's P1 and P2. A lot of people say you got to program it, but it doesn't talk about anything but 25,000 channels can be used to listen to this particular scanner. So, the point is the government, there's a lot of channels that are encrypted. So, every day there's more encryption. But in the meantime, your scanner is, it can be used for many different situations, and the point is if you look at this, it doesn't say anything about how many frequencies you can listen to. You have to go through a different thing, but I'll explain the frequency thing. So for example, the 30C, the 75 XLT, and the 125, the 75 XLT 30C gets up to 32,000 frequencies, whereas the 125 goes to 40,000. I'll look for that. But anyways, the one I was saving for is this one and the other one, and I'm hoping to pick up one of these in a week. Look at that. This is one of the ones I was hoping to get, because it looks really cool. It's shipped by Amazon. Man, look at that. It's a database scanner. That could really work well. Rechargeable batteries, so I can plug one in and then use that one for everything else. But it'll be interesting to get it to work, at $4.79, it is not bad at all, and it's shipped by Amazon. But and then the final one I'm working on is $4.93. So, and then I will check on a couple websites on frequencies. So here you go. So this is the last one I'm saving for. I was hoping to get that base station next week. That's why I've been delaying ordering a analog handheld scanner, because just in case the thing. But if they ever go encrypted, you won't get to hear anything. But then again, they say it's the safety of the officers. That's what they're saying in Chicago, and I don't buy that BS. It's basically a violation of the 1934 Act, which basically says anyone can monitor on a police scanner how the performance of law enforcement is. And now they're trying to say that doesn't matter. So they're basically telling people that, your hobby is jeopardized, and it's not good. Let me see if I can go over to Scanner Master, because they should be able to tell us the frequencies. So what we're going to do is go over here to low versus high, and we're going to open up some tabs and talk about this for a minute, and my point is a lot of people are saying, well, you have 40,000 channels. Well, what's the others, for digital? That's the thing. I think the digital will get it, pick up everything else in between, but no one knows. So, for example, 355N just says what comes in the box, and it doesn't say anything. It just was like, for basic $100. This one here says, doesn't say anything about frequencies either. So then you go over to the 30C, and it just talks about, so it doesn't say what your, your frequencies. It just says frequency coverages, and I want to talk about a couple other things anyways, but that's the thing. They don't literally tell you how many, like these ones are not telling you how many frequencies you can, like 40,000 or whatever. So sometimes you got to do a little search, and that's the thing. You gotta go in and say, okay, I want to look up a search for scanners, and one of the things I truly love is the fact that if a base station or mobile does not show the frequencies, then there's a problem with handheld or etc. Now there is a couple things I will share with you. For example, I'm looking at the 75XLT, right? It says Amazon said 32,000 channels, right? United's not even talking about the 35 channels. They're just like, you get this and, you read it and it's like, okay, but it doesn't say, what services, and then, same through the 35N, 355N. But if you go to the 125 again, they say it's 40,000 on Amazon. But, oh, yeah, here we go. Over 40,000 frequencies by unit in. Okay. This one is the 15X, and yet, they're not telling you this. Oh, this has, have you noticed the 15X has alpha tagging? I didn't even pick that up by there, Anyways, apparently this has alpha tagging. Trunk Tracker 3 does Motorola EDAX and LTR systems. So, Higgins and I, we can basically laugh about that. It says right here it has alpha tagging. So, it doesn't say how many frequencies. So if you go to the next one, the 325, and you look at certain things, it just shows handheld mode. It has phase 1, phase 2, XTDMA, Motorola EDAX, and LTR trunking. So it's Trunk Tracker 5. So Trunk tracks 5 things. but it doesn't say your, oh, so apparently the 325P2 does also have alpha tagging. I didn't know that. That would come in handy to a point, because it just says right there alpha tagging. So, that's not bad at all. Now the 436 handheld, I don't think it needs alpha tagging, but when you're looking at that kind of money, you got to ask yourself a few questions, like why aren't they telling you um what range does it scan? I mean, for that money, that should scan everything, and it should say, but a lot of people say, oh, well, this one I own, and it doesn't scan everything, because of whatever it is. Yeah, so, and then it shows the entire list of 1240, and, if you can't find it there and you can't find it Bearcat Warehouse, then, the point is that's thing. There's three different channels to go through, and I'm gonna go through them all today, scanner wise, because a lot of people have said, well, we've been looking for scanners, we've been trying to find a scanner, and you know, um, it's not saying anything. Sometimes Uniden just wants to sell the flagships and then turn around and say, well, you know, it works. In my opinion, it may work, but my question is when and if. I mean, literally, you can have alpha tagging and non-alpha tagging. Well, you gotta look closely on alpha tagging. So, okay, so it says here if you're buying batteries, they give you 3-pack of batteries and a 4-pack of batteries, rechargeables. Then it says right here AC power adapter. Look at that. They're actually showing right there at this website, you know, like the unit and power adapter. So that's the thing that you should feel very blessed is the fact, but if you don't see anything with alpha tagging, you're like, oh, okay. You could go on Amazon and say something like, oh, does this have alpha tagging? I mean, like if you look at if you look up Bearcat Warehouse, they're not even talking about alpha tagging. They're not even talking about the frequencies, and you got to look at the frequencies, I mean, this one here, on the United's own website is saying that the 15X has alpha tagging, so, and the 325P2 has alpha tagging. So the problem is you got to ask yourself, are you up to date with the alpha tagging? The only other thing you can go to is no, okay, so we'll all right, so Scanner Masters doesn't have anything, but Uniden has stuff on the scanners, and Uniden has a little more info. Like I didn't know the 15X had alpha tagging, which would really come in handy, and yet, a lot of people say, well, it looks good. I was just telling Higgins today I could probably buy the SDS 200, but to me it's like I'm not selfish or greedy. I did joke with him saying, yeah, I could be influential to be that way, but it was a joke. I mean, frankly, I literally cannot see myself, honestly, pay for a whopping X amount of dollars for that stuff. So if you look at descriptions and you go down the list, it'll tell you, what you come with, programming, and then so basically again, that they're offering different things, with the so Zip Scanner has some good stuff, but it's not, yeah. Yeah, so it's like if you want to get into digital models, they're like 325, but you have to program it yourself. So, but the reason I was looking at something different is also the fact of price. People say to me, "Oh, well, what's the price?" Price is expensive because I'm only picking up 1 to 2 channels. So if I'm listening, EMS already confirmed that they don't want people listening in for ambulance chasers. So to me, it is what it is, but with this basically with Zip Scanners also doing this crappy job, and Whistler doing a crappy job. I mean, literally, well, this is a handheld digital. They're like, we recommend a phase two, whatever, So, anyways, let's just go over to Unit in again because I want to see this again. These radios on Unit because some of this stuff you have to dig deep. People say to me, how do you have the motivation to go and dig deep? Simple. You have to have the desire. It'd be like me desiring different things, but anyways, um that is why I keep Higgins. I told Higgins, go eat whatchamacallit, a sandwich. I told him go eat a sandwich. And he's like, okay, I'll eat a sandwich. So but we were conversing about um scanners, and for example, I'll send him the links. So if you look closely, like this, right? It says service banks, chargeable batteries, so it says this here, right? So it says here that so let me show you my thing. I'm gonna actually go in, right? And I'm gonna actually go screen share again. Is that coffee still in there? Oh, okay, I got some. Okay. So, for example, we're going to look at the 75 XLT by Unit. I'm not sponsored by Union, but if you look at this, right, it says it can pick up 300 channels. It's got no trunking. It's basically no. It's got a 10 pre-programmed service search band, so you can go straight to it and search the service search without even looking, right? But right here it says rechargeable batteries, right? When I asked Amazon right there, right? I asked Amazon specifically if they had the batteries. It came with the batteries. They said no, it doesn't come with batteries. So basically, it might come with everything but the batteries. You see, you got to basically go and ask questions, like this. So that's why, but let's just continue, right? So, like this one here, I'll show you some features of this one, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, well, what's the difference between?" Well, I'll tell you. This one here is the 365, right? A lot of people say to me, "Well, how good is it?" I don't know, but it's got 500 channels. It's got 5 service searches, which means you can search for police, fire, EMS, aircraft, and amateur and marine transmissions. So basically, they're saying you can at least get half of a unit scanner out of the base station if you're just interested in that. But with fire on its own system and EMS on their own system and police on their own system, you got to make sure you have it. So you go to radio reference. So the next one's the alarm clocks. You see, this has got a built-in alarm clock and an FM radio. So, the point is, I'm going to try to speed this up. It says listen to police, fire, ham, marine, railroad, civil air, military, CB, racing, and FRS, GMRS, right? So here it is right there. It shows everything. You got your knob, your squelch. This is one of those you could set up, but it doesn't talk about how many frequencies you have. Excuse me for 1 second. I gotta go tinkle, so that's a clean word for I'm going to use the toilet. I'll be right back. And then we'll continue with the discussion for about 5 more minutes. Okay, peeps, I'm back. Quick tinkle and Higgins will say something like wash your hands. Hold on. Okay, I'm a little tired. Alright, there we go. Alright, so hands washed. You probably said, oh, it didn't lather long enough. Alright, so let's just get this done. So the 355N is the next one on the list. 355N is a scanner that Higgins tried and it didn't work. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me about questions in the email, but why didn't it work? Well, I'll explain it to you in a second. Okay, let me just load up Blue Mail for a second. Okay, so the 355N mobile scanner is basically all pre-programmed. So, so for example, you have, your scanner here, and it says, it's pre-sent. Yeah, whatever. Download the damn application, whatever. I hate when they do that. It's like, oh, do you want to update? Yeah, okay. Anyways, this again just says, right there, 300 channels, program services, backlit LED. It's got narrow band, so it's using the narrow band for VHF and UHF for narrower frequency spacing. So, anyways, is this worth it? Well, it depends on if you want simplicity or somewhat a pain in the butt, So there you have that. And then finally, the 125. Remember, we're great. My computer's acting up again. Okay, I've been having a lot of computer trouble. So, me and Higgins were conversing about computer trouble earlier. So let me just says at hey Chris. So this here is basically if you're in an analog trunking area, you can use alpha tagging, everyone. So alpha tagging says channel divide 10 sort, finding the channel you want to listen to is easy with alpha tagging. So alpha tagging is one of those things. It says also over 40,000 frequencies. Remember the 30C and the other channel, the 75 XLT has 32,000. So you might be getting a deal on your scanner, but it also depends on location. So, for example, if you're in the islands here and it's analog, that will do the job easily, and you don't have to do much for it. It's got 40,000, and it has alpha tagging. Plus, if you look at the picture, it comes with batteries. Where, when I asked Amazon about it, they're like, oh, we don't know. Now, the 15X, now again, let's look at this for a second, because everyone's like, whoa, the 15X has some how are you doing, Chris? Has things too. Like if you go down here, it's got close call RF capture, instantly tunes to signals from nearby transmitters, PC programming and control. It has alpha tagging and trunk tracker 3. So you can literally track and track 3 different trunking systems. It's not a digital, but it holds 9,000 channels And it says here, assign names to your channels and alpha tagging. So, this is the thing, but it also picks up all the frequency ranges from 25 to 512, 758 to 823, 849 to 868, 984 to 960, 1200 to 1300. And they took out the scanning availability of people listening in the cordless phones or cell phones. So, but it has apparently alpha tagging, and they don't talk about this, you look at this and it says alpha tagging, so you're like, cool, and this is like the base station equivalent to the 125 ATs. Sorry, the 125 ATs. So, it's the equivalent. But we only got 3 left to go through. So, yeah, I'll make this pretty, the spaghetti. Cool. So the 325 P2, again, they're not telling you what the how many frequencies. It's probably 30,000 frequencies or more. But you have 5 trunk trackers. Instead of trunk tracker 3, it's trunk tracker 5. And the only reason why is you got 2 digital trunking systems and 3 analog trunking systems. And then if you look at some of these things here, for example, you have the same weather alert band, lockout, search with scan, DC rapid coding, and then right there it says alpha tagging. So this one here, they don't talk about it much. Amazon doesn't show much on alpha tagging, but 325 P2 is alpha tagging available. So when you program it, you put your codes in, you can actually tag what you're listening to. So it's easier than just looking at bank 1 through bank, Now, we're missing one actually. The 325 P2 or the 996 P2, which should have a trunk tracker, or should have let me look up something real quick. All right, so what you need to do is go to Uniden, all right, and there's a link, right? I'll show you this real quick because it's cool. All right, so there's a link, right? You can go to, and it shows on their USA scanners, right? Like what the difference is between scanners, right? And they say, okay, this one's discontinued, this one's discontinued, and you can see the predecessors to the others, like the 996 we were going to look at, right? Fortunately, the 996, well, now we got this. I want to look at this for you. 996T, right? It'll tell you this. This says 6 dynamically allocated channels. Trunk Tracker 4, so instead of Trunk Tracker 4, it actually does one. This is basically a P1 trunking system, which means it trunks 1 P1 and 3 digital, 1 digital. And then if you look down here, it doesn't say anything about alpha tagging. So there is no alpha tagging, So and then with 6,000 dynamically allocated channels. So the 30C, right? This says right here what it does, right? Close our RIV. This is discontinued, but you can still buy them. Fortunately, it doesn't talk about batteries. This one doesn't come with batteries, and it just says, 500 channels, 10 priority banks. It has a 10 servicing, so it does have the service search. You always want that. And then, you go down here and it'll tell you, what you need, but it doesn't say much. So now the BCT 15, it is 2,500 allocated channels. So instead of having, and this has got Trunk Tracker 3, so it's basically the predecessor. The difference is that 2,500 allocated channels you save to, whereas the 15X basically gives you, this is a 15, the 15X gives you 9,000 allocated channels, but you don't get much intel on it. Now, the 996P2 that's discontinued, it has alpha tagging. That's the thing. People say, oh, does it have alpha tag? Oh, no. Yes, it does. So, and it has 25,000 things that's been discontinued. So, depends on what you want to use it, but, the discontinued, they should be lowered in price. Now, the last one is the XT. The XT's got Trunk Tracker 4, and again, it's got 25,000 allocated channels, but this one here is discontinued, but the 996 XT is approximately a P1 trunking scanner, so it's not P2. But the P2 discontinued trunking scanner is still available, but you have to literally look at the fine print to look for what has alpha tagging and what doesn't. Yeah, so anyways, let's get down to the bottom of the tax here because I'm almost done. Let's see. Meatballs, okay, cool. I'm almost done anyways here. So the 436, again, it doesn't say much about it. It just says scan by service type, multi-lever display, no setup. It's got everything on that. Trunk track 5, which means it has 3 analog, 2 digital trunking systems. Range control, and audio recordings, conversation discovery, and multicolor LED alerts. So this is a scanner that's highly recommended, very expensive, and it's one of those that you put in your zip code and you just zip and go, and it's done. And it pulls up everything within 5 to 7 minutes, and you're off to the races. It has rechargeable batteries, and I don't think it has alpha tag because it already has been programmed on the memory card to do its job. So, I just thought I'd share that with you. So, but, it's very expensive too. So it just depends on what you want. Now, these scanners do not, I repeat, do not let's see. 1 ground beef, kielbasa, half cup sugar, mayonnaise, baguette, half cup of sugar, put a little pasta and water. Here we go. We'll just pop that up there for a second. Yeah. My husband makes some good meatball. Yeah. So actually, final ingredient, a little red tomato paste. Yeah. 6 or 7. Yeah, well, do each their own. If you want to do it, people will might be able to make it. I mean, I got a lot of recipes I want to make too. I came across a recipe last night, you preppers, that was interesting. Actually, it was Chloe wants to make a prime rib meatloaf. Prime rib, or not prime rib meatloaf. Prime rib pot pie. I was looking at meatloaves, but I've also found if you know how to do pastry like Chloe does, you can make sausage and rolls, sausage rolls. So let's just get down to the bottom of this because I love cooking, by the way. Cooking, so anyways, with us running low on everything, this one here is the final scanner, and I could tell you outright that unless you look closely down here, it'll tell you exactly. This one here doesn't show like all the features with the little pictures, but anyways, this one here you just pop in your zip code and go, and PC programmable, and it is what it is, man. So anyways, I just want to say, it's very expensive, but it is a great base station scanner. So I'm gonna have to email Higgins about the the alpha tag thing. But we're done with the screen shares, and I do want to look up some other things. So I'd watch your channel too, Chris, if we do post a video on food. Where's my coffee? Need some more. All right, so I'm gonna go down the list temporarily for handhelds for a second. All right. All right, so it says alpha display, but it doesn't say anything about alpha tagging. So I want to see this. 32,000 frequencies, 3 power options, 2 alkaline, not included, 2 rechargeable, not included. Okay, so basic scanner works well. This one is the 75XLT, 32,000 frequencies, excellent handling, blah, blah, blah. Okay. See, I can speed this up because I know exactly what I'm doing. This one's got search market with 500 alpha tag channels. Sophistication it has 500 alpha tag channels. Alpha tag, yes. Okay, so this one has police data. See, here's the Amazon thing, right? Amazon basically turns around, right, and gives them a basic, right? And if you want to search something, you just go alpha tagging. So this here says yes, you can. See, I'm not going to even ask about alpha tagging because I just learned about it. So now, if you look at the other scanners, should tell you exactly, but should tell you. So, for example, if you look into the alpha tagging, right? So this one says this has alpha tagging, but do you see this question here? Is this easy as a first time scanner? Guy goes into details. This is something Higgins like, oh, well, it's easy to program. The digital trunking scanner has a very steep learning curve for a beginner to program it manually. Yeah, it's a clean slate. So, something you may not be able to handle without an experienced person sitting at your side to educate you. However, the good news is that if you have a PC, easily programmed with a USB cable using FreeScan, importing the frequency channels via radio, improve frequently channels RR, you'll need to pay them a nominal fee. 6 month subscription. I already updated mine for another 12 months. Really like my three works rate variance to listen what's going on. If you're computer savvy and technically minded, then you're probably able to make it happen. So if you're not comfortable shelling out 300 on your first scanner, suggest for that. You'll receive a lot of good stuff like Fire Ambulance Ham, whether frequency channel or one listener RR and manual program is much less involved. Scanner can also be programmed via PC. I'd suggest the ARC 125 for the Scanner Master tab with PR. So, that's the thing. You can look it up and it'll tell you exactly. Does it have alpha tag? Yes. Do you want to buy something that Higgins? I think buys toys so he can actually play with it and program it. I'm not going to be negative on Higgins, um, but So, the guy's sitting there and he says, radio good, instructions bad. Yeah, that's because, the more the expensive it is, it's the more, you know, um, the more it's, so that's why you look at, you know, um, reviews, and once you break down the reviews, it'll show you exactly, what's easy to buy, what's not easy to buy, and you go from there. Now, someone says, "Oh, this one's harder to program," than something else. Then you just say, "Okay," But you got to also ask yourself again, how many channels, how many services use these channels? In the um, the thing. Eating toast now, Zoe? Oh man, I was worried about you. You know, Higgins and I talked about radios and stuff, but I'm almost done with the radio talk, so I won't give you a headache much more. But anyways, I was looking up something anyways. So, you know, so when it comes to YouTube, right? So many preppers out there have asked me about products, how does it work? Just go and look for the, like if you don't find some, go down to the questions and answer, you know, and you just search your thing. So, for example, like for example, if you go up, right, and you say you're limited to say $400, right? By the way, again, I want to thank Zoe who tuned in late for this, a Christmas card. So as you know, it looks like this. It says "Love Pop," pretty cool. Um, you open it up and it's got a tree. See, a tree. It says for Rita, and then it says you deserve nice things. Love, Zoe, in the little card. So yeah, look at that little tree. I actually find this to be heartwarming. The tree of life right there. Tree of life. See? Anyways, you guys are probably wondering, Zoe's probably curious, so I better get off my butt and do the other thing real quick. But I'm still working on, the other thing is people ask me, when it comes to scanners, first time scanners, is it easy to program? You just basically go down to the questions and asked answers, for example, you know, you know, hmm. So if you don't find anything like this, scanner is junk, some say. So, that's why we're talking about Higgins, and Higgins can explain it. But anyways, I'm going to use the restroom, and I want to show. Thanks, Zoe. I want to show you guys two things that came in the mail today from peewee. Peewee. Okay. Hey, what's up, bro? I got tail. Mommy Zoe says she hates me as a doggy, mommy. So, two things that came today. I got to thank Mama Peewee for this Christmas present. This is Chloe's, by the way. Zoe and I were joking about it the other day. See? It's a hoodie. It says the ew people. See? Hey, Boom Boom. And it's a hoodie. See? So then mine looks pretty badass too, because the badass part is this. Santa is wearing sunglasses with presents riding Rudolph the Red-Nosed Shark. See? A shark. See, look at that. It says believe. Santa's riding a shark. Can you believe that? That looks badass. And as Zoe would say, it's in my color too, red. And because of it, and it is a little nippy, I'm going to try it on for Mama Peewee. Yes. So let's see how this looks, shall we? Probably doesn't look good. Oh my god. It's fluffy lined inside. This is like It's like it feels like silk inside. Oh my god, this feels so. Oh, the shark is in your color. Let me show you guys. So here's the hoodie, right? Hold on. At least it shows I am a girl and I have boobs. See, but what do you think, huh? So, anyways, let's just move this up a bit. Let me go through the comments real quick, Yeah, so, anyways. The tree of life, I found it beautiful. I think it's perfect. I mean, literally, as a minister of God, I find it to be perfect, I thought it was special. I love the Grinch. Yeah, well, apparently Mama Fanny said that, or Mama Peewee said the Grinch was completely and thoroughly Chloe. And Chloe says, well, I thank Peewee for me. It's really thoughtful. And I said, well, it's something for you. And she said, well, I might wear it next year. It's like, why? It's basically, I mean, literally, if she tries it on, she's going to be basically sitting there wondering if she could wear it all winter long because this thing's so damn toasty. The shark in your color. Yeah, am I a piece of work? How am I a piece of work? I mean, literally, we're talking about, I want to finish up the radio thing. I should be able to finish up with talking to you, but I'm not. So, anyways, there's code words you got to use for the Google, battery, about $120 paperweight. See, new, so I'm not, I find it to be interesting. Okay, so I'm a piece of work. Yeah, well, how am I a piece of work? Nah, don't listen to him. World War III's not coming out. I mean, I guarantee, Zoe, nothing's gonna happen. So there's nothing going on. I mean, literally. Let me just put it this way. For what's this? Well, let me see what's going on. I'm looking this up for you. Yeah, so what's the ultimatum? With regard to the duration of the conflict, the ball is now in the court of Washington and its regime. So they're calling us a dictator country, right? They can stop this futile resistance at any moment. All right. So it doesn't say anything. So there's nothing. So he's basically ready to negotiate, but negotiate in what way? What the thing is you guys shouldn't even worry about it. There's nothing to worry about. I've looked up the mainstream media information, so to me it's all gravy. All right, so apparently, I'm almost done with the radio. Yeah, I mean, don't worry about it. I'm gonna email Zoe anyway. Something, or not email. Sorry, I don't. I do have her email address. She gave it to me a long time ago, but I'm not gonna email her because I'm gonna go directly to Discord because I think Discord would be better suited for this situation. And so when I load Discord up, I have to say something to her privately. I mean, literally, the point is there's nothing in the news about this. No, it would net pick up TV channels. All right, so I will be right back with trying to get Discord up because there's something that's very important that Zoe should if it loads. I mean, we're having some Discord trouble. Higgins and I were talking about that thing. But okay. All right, so let me just go this way. I don't know what the hell's going on. Ah. So, anyways, there we go. And then I need to get a weather report for Zoe in a second. I'm trying to finish this up. Okay, so last one to look up real quick. It won't take me but 30 seconds to a minute. All right, so anyways. Okay, so anyways, with a little help with whatever scanner I get, Higgins could probably, so he has to send me an email about a radio antenna. Well, that's good to know, Higgins. You just block. Never mind. I don't want to be a smart ass. All right, my head's. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen, I think. So, Zoe asked about the weather report. So let me just get this and take some ibuprofen and fill my coffee cup up again. So, I think I told Zoe on Discord this morning that it's Thursday. I believe she can finally leave her house. It'd be good because I got to send her over to the UPS store. She was joking with me today, thinking she's stupid, not knowing I gave her the link. By the way, the FedEx UPS store has post boxes. Apparently, she it was interesting. Okay, so Zoe said like, oh yeah, what's the weather gonna be like? I'm looking it up currently. So as of tomorrow, the weather is going to crank up to 41 tomorrow. So she might be able to leave early, and then it's 49 on Tuesday. And then the coldest day it's going to be is Tuesday the 10th. It's 33, 34, 35, 38. But, Tuesday the 3rd is going to be 51 degrees. So it'll be walking weather for her. But tomorrow's 41 and partly cloudy. Currently, tonight it is 23 with a gale warning. So, Zoe should be a lot happier. Now, I'm not going to go into this. My weather is currently 49 and raining. And we have like 4 different things. Mudslides, the rain. Did the floods go away? Says here we got a gale warning. till 4 a.m. Wednesday, a wind advisor till 1 a.m. Wednesday, a flood watch till 1 a.m. Wednesday 10 a.m., and a coastal flood advisory. So we got wind, flood, and coastal flooding in this area, and just heavy rains. So Zoe should be happy that she gets to be dry, where Chloe was worried about, Chloe's worried about rain and going out and paying the bills. So there you go. Yes, I've seen the news. I'm finding it to be hard to call bullshit. I don't buy it. Mainstream media would basically posted it out of the wire. If they're hiding it, we get nuked. Then it's fucking the mainstream media's fault. The problem is, even Mama Fanny would come on the wire on this. No, there's nothing. Zilch. It's zilch. I mean, literally, I've tried to teach you guys some patience and not to work. I need to check with Chloe. Give me 1 second. Better have that lantern just in case. I got the lantern. I hate this. I mean, literally, we're in a rainstorm. Rainstorm with no wind. That's the thing. It's not even windy out right now. No, I don't either. That's the thing. All I hear is Chris talking about Putin going to declare war. I mean, look, I don't trust any news that doesn't come out of certain channels, not even the untrustworthy channels they talk about. I mean, we're already in World War III. I mean, literally, I can pull up all the news I need. Yeah. We just email someone on this. I have intel everywhere. I mean, look, no one knows unless you're using the right, whatever it is. I'm going to look up something. Let me look. Because someone, I think, is full of crap. No offense. No, I don't see anything about this. I mean, literally, I've been looking at it. So, no offense, Zoe. I don't see anything on the list. BP Earth Watch. I mean, literally. So, let me look at this. just to be nosy, all right? All right. So apparently, I'm gonna give this to Zoe because I don't buy this BS. I need my coffee, but let me just do this and give Zoe the link. Apparently, the only intel I can find Zoe is this, and I'm finding it to be another useless thing, 10 minutes. So basically, that's what came over the wire. I personally think, it's what it is. I'm going to grab my headphones for a second and I'm going to listen to this just to see. I'm going to give you my commentary. Zoe's always laughing at me, anyways, with the news, okay? And because of it, I'm going to quote unquote watch this, and then I'm going to do a pause from time to time and speak either positive or negative towards this video because I frankly think it's run by a bunch of dumbasses. Big deal, you stupid dumbass. You stupid dumbass. No one cares what the U.S. is doing of supplying the Patriot missiles. All Putin wants to do is rattle a saber. Putin's rattling a saber. No one gives a shit. We just, taxpayers are paying $150 billion more into this war. So to me, I don't give a shit. Oh, wow. So apparently Russia's Ingalls Air Force Base, their strategic bombers was shot down. Big deal. It's mostly Ukraine. Americans aren't even, we may have boots on the ground, but we're not fighting Ukraine's war. Oh God, another doom and gloomer that does not have anything better to do but basically make up basically false propaganda for the fucking dipshits. So I sent Zoe this information. I'm only 46 seconds in. No, but U.S. is beyond the retaliation because Congress and the Senate passed a fucking bill. For anyone interested in this, I found a link. I'm going to go over and break it down. So if anyone wants fucking challenging me, feel free to. Otherwise, I believe this is fucking utterly bullshit. And I'm going to basically state it as is because I find this to be disgusting. Oh, yes, this guy's full of shit. The intel I got says that Ukraine, or it's not Ukraine, China is not sending fucking drones over to fucking South Korea. They have nothing in South Korea they want. And Russia and North Korea's all could send drones over. But the point is it's not our fucking business. This fucking nosy son of a bitch is saying, oh, well, it's going to be World War III. Really? New Year's Day, there ain't going to be fucking World War III. It ain't going to happen. All these people wanting World War III is a fucking bunch of hilljacks that want something to happen because their election went down the shitter. Thank you for watching Radio and TV Rita, where you get a Rita rant. Oh yeah, South drones just going to North Korea, and we can, or South Korean, we couldn't shoot him. That bullshit. This guy is full of crap. He's living in the doom and gloom era. Come on, man, you're full of shit. And you know it. Hold on. Serbia and Kosovo is pushing. No, they're not being pushed for anything, you fucking retarded jackboot. I mean, look at it. This is false propaganda that will get your YouTube channel shut down. I mean, literally, doesn't any hilljack son of a bitch realize that in the end, all we're getting is more useless freaking propaganda? Where's my tobacco, anyways? Uh, Should be around here, but I don't see it. But anyways, I love that card, by the way. Thank you, Zoe. My thing is these hilljack morons aren't realizing that these people are fucking stupid. I mean, look, there's too many fucking people out there. You know, I had a conversation with Higgins today. You know what I said to Higgins? And Higgins will back me up on it. Higgins and I were talking about, preppers are leaving other prepping channels because they're tired of the fucking doom and fucking gloom. Excuse me one second while I use the toilet. I guess that's. Where did my tobacco can fall? Anyways, apparently it can went missing. Oh, it fell down here yet again. Because I knew it was here, but then, yeah. I mean, literally, you want stress? You want to see me have a heart attack over this shit? I mean, even Zoe's going to tell me to calm down. Okay, now that I'm back, I need to find my tobacco can. I just don't know where the fuck the can went. And then once that's done, we can fucking figure out the next plan. But my point is I'm making conversation here. Fortunately, that's the thing. I was talking to. See, Zoe and I have a good understanding of what's going on. It's all bullshit. Oh, could be in my robe, right? I was wearing my robe earlier. Nope, not in either of my robes. Weirdest thing ever. Not in pocket one, and not in pocket two. How about this one? Not in either of them. Where'd my tobacco can go? Under the floor? Ugh. Had it right here, and then it disappeared. It's not in anywhere around here and over here, and I just want to get this done too. In the chair here. Looks like Chloe pinched the entire fucking can. I hope not, because I'd be royally pissed off. I mean, literally, these are the cookies. These are the lantern. My can of dip went rolling down the road. Anything under my pillow? Nope. Sometimes my phone's under there, but. Not here, and it ain't here. Did it fall down on this side, maybe? No. Okay. I don't get it. My cup's there, and I don't get it. One thing leads to another, and my tobacco can went missing. This fucking stinks, man. Son of a bitch. Hopefully that damn can didn't get pinched, you know. Usually it's around here. Shouldn't just disappear like a fart in the wind, you know. Nope, not here, not there, not there, not there, not here. Bathroom? Yeah, bathroom. Yeah. I pity the fool that crosses the mommy. Did I find it? No. Louis doesn't like. I do not know where it went. In the chair? In the chair, maybe. No. Shouldn't have just disappeared. That's the thing. Usually it falls down here, but I don't see anything down here. Oh, hiding under my blankie. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get this bullshit off the road. Let's get it done. You guys are seeing firsthand a true person. I only got 2 minutes in. Right. Major conflict, my ass. Doom and gloom. Oh, we're going into the Bible apocalypse because this is what this guy. Oh, yes, you know. Oh, yes, Russia and China and Iran are all working together. Amen, brother. Full of shit. Doom and gloom here. Guy's going to give everyone a heart attack if he fucking keeps it. I think that guy's channel needs to be fucking shut down. I mean, literally, that's the fucking truth of in the pudding, you know. You got to look at this as a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. Trust me. I have connections in the fucking intelligence community of the military. I have high places, friends in high places. Let me tell you, they ain't fucking budging right now. So if you want, people want to sit here like this hill jack and say, "Oh well, you know, World War III is happening at Putin," and then bullshit. Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Another doom and gloomer like CP. I mean, these doom and gloomers need to basically quit being on YouTube because it's bullshit, false propaganda. I basically give my own prophecies of what's going to happen in the election. And what do I get? I get my videos taken down by misdirection, or it's well, whatever it's called, you know, it's miscommunications or misguidance or whatever it is. They're basically saying it's false propaganda, it's false information. False information, they take my video down. The thing is, my video doesn't get taken down because YouTube wants to basically control things, but they're allowing, all these people to make up BS lies too. So, mm-hmm. Oh yes, Japan's building a military. What a bunch of bullshit. History after World War II was Japan was going to get rid of their military for war and only do it for defense purposes only. So this guy's full of shit. I'm not thinking about it. Well, let's read something in this article. Nope. This guy's full of crap. Let me see this link here that this son of a bitch is doing. So apparently he's got a YouTube and he's not pulling up. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. No, thank you. Yeah. Nukes getting involved with nuclear war. You know what? This guy is a fucking dick. Let me tell you, if someone fucking uses nukes, every other country uses nukes, and we're all fucking dead. And then we go and we fucking die because we are radiated. Do you think it's fucking possible? No. The U.S. government and everyone else around that's got common sense is trying to keep us out of a nuclear war. But you got these fucking redneck killjacks that want fucking Putin to push the button because they have nothing better to do. They got all this prepping crap, so they might as well get something out of it. They can't get a banking collapse and they can't get an earthquake or something that destroys something, in their opinion, that's good. Then, they're praying for World War III. Oh, yes, you see, again, he's prepared to take out the whole fucking planet if necessary to kill us all. Fucking redneck killjack. This guy here needs to be fucking off YouTube because this guy is fucking giving false propaganda. Oh yeah. Russia's gonna go after NATO, and the U.S. is pushing NATO to do a war so wipe Russia. Bullshit. We all want to live, coexist in peace, even if it's around the world, in different countries. The problem is this guy's full of shit. The shit's getting higher and higher and higher. Oh yes. He doesn't want to give in many links. I mean, his channel is Yes. Russians gonna form a new army corps. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, we've heard all this crap. Oh yes, hundreds and hundreds of tanks going into Ukraine to declare Ukraine Russia's property. Really? Come on, this guy is a fucking numbnut dumbass. I mean, I got intel people in the gaming community that tells me exactly. Look, I'm going to tell you something. All this is false propaganda and bullshit. The United States is not rattling a saber. The United States is being diplomatic about it. It's fucking Russia's threatening everything if he doesn't get his way like a big baby. NATO weapons, really? NATO's not going to. Oh, the bear's going to be pulled back and Father in heaven. This guy's talking shit because you know what? Everyone knows I'm a polar bear, and you don't fight a polar bear or a Kodiak or a grizzly or a brown or a black bear. This guy here's like, the polar bear, God's going to pull the bear back. No. The Bible says if anyone's going to fucking attack, the dragon attacks, the bear attacks, the eagle attacks. No one knows in the Revelation who wins, but that was, they said that was the fall of Rome. Prophecy's been fulfilled, supposedly. Oh, yeah. So apparently the United States is all satanic forces. 71 aircrafts. Yes, I know. I've seen the reports, and I think it's a bunch of bullshit. This guy's talking through his ass again. I mean, literally, is this all this guy's gonna do is doom and gloom? Because he's fucking boring me. I mean, literally, the only ones we're going to basically believe in is, from that. By the way, if anyone really likes my YouTube channel, you can go to my About Me page, find my preppers emails. You can always donate a gift card if you want. I'm going to tell you guys, first of all, there's a couple things I'd like to share, and I know Zoe's, she maintains mainstream media. I maintain a channel through connections all the time, so I get intel reports throughout the night. Why do you think I sleep in the day? Because I need to analyze everything that's coming down the fucking pipe, okay? So this guy here, it's almost ending. But anyways, this guy here is a complete moron. Now, let me just tell you another thing, okay? Let me just tell you a story, okay? A lot of people are abandoning preppers. Preppers are being abandoned, okay? Now, I don't... So let me just tell you about a guy named CP, okay? CP's a doom and gloomer, okay, on YouTube. He's literally now saying that our power outages are going to get worse and worse because probably the Russians infiltrated and is trying to attack our substations. Yeah, to weaken us, so we freeze. So that's all they can do is weaken us. Attack our substation. I mean, come on. This guy's got as crazy as a fucking tick on a dog or a flea on a dog. I mean, literally. But his thing is 10 apocalyptic predictions, nationwide blackouts, and hybrid warfare. Really? He's been talking nuclear war for months. Okay, this is CP, or as everyone knows, as Canadian Prepper. Even Mama Fanny doesn't like the guy. The guy is using the doom and gloom to sell his crap, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a link to his latest video because you guys can see it yourself that, I'm not sponsored by him, but it's a bunch of utter garbage. I mean, literally, you got doom and gloom guy. I'll give you another channel you guys can look at too because frankly, I think the guy's full of crap because, I think, Taco Tuesday, that's tomorrow. Yeah. And then I want to share with you another link. Let me, I'm trying to pull it up. There's a guy named, what's his name? Okay, so his name's Epic Economist. Okay, if you go to Epic Economist, right? Right, so he's sitting there and he's got a lot of subscribers too. For 15 years, he's been forecasting doom and gloom. I'm just going to give you his channel. His channel is literally a bunch of garbage because he's talking about food shortages, gas prices. People are starting not to watch these because it's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, literally, Zoe asked him, there's nothing on the mainstream media and there's nothing going to be on the mainstream media. Potty break? I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for some bullshit today. Yeah, there you go. You see? Tomorrow's Tuesday. And you know what? I mean, there's nothing on shave the guy's ass and throw it on in it reverse. Yeah. I mean, literally, the thing is, Epic Economics, if you look at his videos, Americans will freak out when gas stations run out of gas. Buy a ton of food now because groceries costs will skyrocket. 20 facts about the great U.S. retail apocalypse. Really? They say that between now and December 31st will be the big times for closeouts and sales. Whole Foods reports major shortages as grocery store. Coca-Cola warns that prices will explode. 25 retail and restaurant chains that filed for bankruptcy. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is the videos that he has currently. Prepare for starvation, ready for the collapse. Out of stock, ready for stop. Prepare for the collapse, prepare for the collapse. Ready for the crash. I mean, literally, this guy's been saying this shit for 15 years. I find it to be humorous. It's doom and gloom. Everyone calls the guy Mr. Doom and Gloom. Why? Because that's all it is. But my thing is, the guy's full of crap. Yeah. So, reverse. Yes. Well, anywho. Chloe loved hers, Pee-wee, by the way. Chloe loved hers a lot, Potato baking and sun making vacation not war, Fitzy good Rita, but Chloe's looks big. Chloe looks good on her. She tried it out, Oh yeah, thanks. I was just thinking about that too, thanks. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Pee-wee. Thank you again for the Christmas present. Is a Debbie Downer there pure insanity? What is the cartoon you like with the parrot? Oh, the Three Caballeros. But anyways, thank you, Pee-wee. Thank you. And so basically, I gave you some links so you can follow some of these guys' lies, And when you look at these guys, okay, on YouTube, I mean, literally, look at the preppers. Okay, let me give you a rundown of the preppers. Me and Higgins was talking about the preppers, right? One of the things we talked about, right? So basically, yeah, Higgins emailed me twice. I mean, let me put it to you this way, okay? Higgins was just asked me, where's these people getting their info? Pretty much we're laughing about that. But the point is, a lot of preppers out there are literally leaving, big channels because, for one, we're prepping for natural disasters. Okay. Oh, yeah. Never mind with the headphones. Then we're prepping for natural disasters. We're prepping for natural disasters, right? We're prepping for case of banking collapse, which, by the way, the Dow Jones opened up today. I know Higgins keeps an eye on it. I'll check that too because it's the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is and always it went up 37 points today, so it didn't do too bad. So, the thing is, it didn't do too bad. So, it's stabilizing. So they don't get their bank collapse. Then on top of that, the big preppers are pissed off that, I said there won't be a red wave, and other people said the same thing. And so there was no red wave. Then they say, oh, well, we're going to get our speaker and he's going to control the spending. But $1.7 trillion bill was passed. Now they're all pissing. Everything will be stonewalled for 2 years. But as long as the Democrats work together and get a few people on the House side to vote, and they do it logically. For example, if the Republicans don't want to pass anything for 2 years, the American people can consider that they don't deserve the position of the House of Representatives because they're not doing their job, and they can vote them out, and then they're out because they're threatening that if this bill is passed, then they're going to go and stonewall everything else. Or if this bill, if they don't get Speaker McCarthy, then, for example, then, same thing. And then, they're all like, oh, yeah, they're controlled the purse strings. The budget's already been passed for a whole year, so they don't have to worry about that. The thing is, there's so many people worried about all this crap, I mean, look, if nuclear war happened, right, and God let nuclear war happen, God's letting it happen because if the whole world's been radiated, Donald Trump ain't running for president then because there's nothing to control the countries with. We're all basically dying of radiation poisoning, you see? Conflicting? No. There's more to this than meets the eye, You got a guy saying, oh, the nukes are coming out, Canadian prepper. Where's the nukes? I haven't seen one yet. So, then these preppers are sitting there saying, "Oh well, if there's a blue wave, we go to civil war. If it's a red wave, the blue people said there's a civil war." And when there was what I said, one house is one house is the other, and then everything went down the toilet, and they're all saying, "Oh, election fraud, election fraud." We're gonna go rise up an army to take them out and get back our president in office. And all of a sudden, this is what they're saying, and from my intel, but they're not armed and they're not going after the people or the government. They're just sitting there all talk. So a lot of preppers are working together with other preppers and other people and basically making these channels, and they're not doing it. They're sitting there going, "Oh, we're going to go to war. We're going to do this. We're going to do that." And then nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens. And then, here, let me show you something, Zoe. So, all right. So, let me show you something real quick. All right. So, basically, you go over to Disney Plus, right? And then you put in search, right? Search. I'm not going to, you know. All right. So, see this right here? Share screen for 1 second. See? Right there. See? 3 Caballeros. I'm not going to hit play, and I ain't going to hit the trailer. I'm not going to violate copyright laws or anything, but you see right there, 1 hour, 11 minutes. It's the 3 Caballeros. You got Jose Caraca, Panchito, and Donald Duck. And it's called the 3 Caballeros. Yes. And if you want to see something, let me just show you this. Okay, go search, and then 3, and then do this, right? Cartoon right there. There is season 1, episode 1, and it goes up to 6 parts or something. Some parts. It's called The Legend of the 3 Caballeros. See, they're back. And I found that to be pretty entertaining. So, there's others you can watch too, like 3 Musketeers, 3 Musketeers, 3 Little Wolves, 3 Mouseketeers, 3 Blind Mouseketeers, 3 Little Pigs. I mean, there's so much you can watch, but, just, I like the Musketeers too. So, anyways, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll maintain channel, keeping the eye on the comments from here temporarily. And, oh, it's off. That's why. Must have went off. All right, well, maybe a minute. Nothing. So, anyways, like I said, if you look at those links I gave you, it's pretty much all doom and gloom. So, basically, what you got to do is you take it as a grain of salt. I mean, literally, the mainstream media would be on it like shit on stink if, stink on shit, if there was something with nuclear war. I mean, look at it. I mean, literally, let me tell you what's going on in the people's heads, okay? I mean, if Vladimir Zelensky didn't come to U.S. to rally money for this war, we wouldn't be in this position. Yeah. I mean, literally, he wants all the best tech weapons to take on Russia. Fortunately, we're depleting our own armories to do that. And yet, all Russia's got to do is wait for all our weapons to be depleted before they can move in. Think of it. I mean, if they did. Fortunately, that's how stupid it is. So, and again, like I said, if you like my content, I'm like Piper once said, the real deal, everyone. So basically, I know things that you guys don't need to worry about, like nuclear war. I mean, literally. Secondly, as me and Hig Bobs was talking about, You notice I'm using my Denny's cup today in memory of my mom. And memory of Zoe, Zoe's time at Denny's. They had some good hot chocolate, I'll give you that. They used Swiss Miss hot chocolate when I was around. But anyways, let's just talk about what's going on in the world, right? So many people are worried about doesn't matter if they basically you go hidden. What matters is if you don't have any potassium iodide tablets, you're good as dead as everyone, Chris. I got a lot of potassium iodide just in case. Thing is you got to be prepared. That's the thing. When people sit there and they say, and by the way, 100 stacks of Lay's will give you high blood pressure and it'll clog your arteries up because of the grease in those chips. I mean, literally, think about it. Some people sit there and say, 500 cans of Pringles. Can't live on Pringles, man. You can't live on anything. Once the bombs start, and by the way, the Carolinas, one of the Carolinas where the Navy port is, they'll target those too. They'll target Charleston. They'll target the East Coast, the West Coast, and everything that has high military concentration. West Coast, San Francisco, Everett, Bremerton, and Bangor. Bangor's carries on the West Coast is where the nuke subs are stored. So think of it this way: they would target the East and West Coast and cripple it. Hell, it could be a situation, no offense to Zoe, where they could just open up the entire South American armies and bring it up like in Red Dawn. So don't underestimate this. But the United States, the problem is the United States is trying to keep from nuclear war happening. And in 2024, no nukes are going off. People are going to be pretty stupid believing these doom and gloom guys on YouTube because nothing's happened. You see, the preppers and the gun owners, they want A, to overthrow the government. B, they want fucking nuclear wars so they can restore the government. But if they don't have potassium iodide tablets or anything that can keep them from dying from radiation poisoning, when people say, oh, well, we're going to survive, really? Well, let me just tell you what the silent killer is of nuclear war. It's radiation. And what is the second silent killer with the radiation? The jet stream and the wind currents can blow a nuclear thing halfway across the United States from one way and half on the other side. So anyway, look at it, converges, which means everyone gets radiated. Where is the master redactor? He's on email. He literally was. He's hiding today, I think. Yeah. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, you know, is no one cares. No one literally cares. And a lot of people want to use their preps. They sit there and say, "Oh, we're gonna," Your main thing is if inflation goes up, you have your extra preps to live on for a year. Otherwise, you're not going to eat. You're going to be dying of starvation. If something happens, I mean, look, China's realizing that they can't lock down their entire country for production, and yet they're saying we're going to have a production problem, right? Yeah, production problem. We're going to have a production problem. Master redactor ain't here, and he's watching. I know because Higgins emailed me about a few jokes on a few things, but still, I just want to say thank you to Zoe, on you know, on what's going on. So, and so, I always keep my AOL and my Yahoo emails up and running. So if someone wants to donate to the cause, you can. I also have a YouTube channel that I'll be changing to 2023 donations, which is really good because it has stuff that you can donate. Don't worry about the movies. I just threw them in there as a storage place. But, the Airy Sky Rita Lee donation channel is pretty good. And, so, and so the Airy Sky Rita Lee channel donation channels right here. I'll hit share list to others. So if you guys are interested, view only, copy link, because, it is, you can donate that way too. It's all set up so you can just order something off of it. And, the donation, the movies, don't worry about that. Scarves and stuff, don't worry about that. The dog bones, don't worry about that. The tablets, well, it's all up to you if you want tablets or computers or, the chairs look good. Ham radios, etc. Scanners are in there too. Portable TV, stuff like that. There's even a Kindle Oasis. Oh no, this Kindle Scribe. But the point is, if you look at everything that's going down the pipe, you can realize, that so Higgins is using his nebulizer. He's having breathing problems tonight. So, we were talking about that on Discord, or on the phone, And, he's like, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Lol, is it working, But anyways, the point I'm making is look at the big picture here, okay? Point is the American people need to realize you got to prep. And this might just save me a lot of headaches. So basically, my point being is the American people need to realize that when it comes to hi. Oh yeah, he just looked at me when I said hi. Love that little guy. Anyways, the point being is the American people are tired of being disappointed. You got these rednecks and everyone else saying, "Oh, we're going to have a banking collapse. Better prepare for it." And then when it doesn't happen, people look at them like they're the crazy ones. And then they say, "Oh, we're going to have civil war." And when it doesn't happen, again, people think they're crazy. When they sit there, think of it. In a nuclear situation, okay, I'm going to use Chris as an example. You don't sit there hunkered down somewhere with nuclear bombs and radiations and eat lay stacks or whatever, because frankly, the lay stacks will be contaminated just like everything else. So what you're eating is radiated chips, and Not many people have bunkers. Not many people have fucking bunkers. Not people are gonna have bunkers. And these people can't live. That's the thing. Now, if you're way, way out from the blast zone, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm safe. We're gonna get it here. You might not have got hit here or where you're at, I should say, but you need those potassium iodide tablets to survive. And then the wind could basically still contaminate your food. Think of it. So, they say, um, you know, I mean, literally, so you got to ask yourself, are you willing to jeopardize sitting there, keep prepping? I mean, look, let me put it to you this way for the preppers out there. The U.S. government is so happy of everything happened in the stores of sales. People went out, maxed out their credit cards, spent Christmas presents, bought Christmas presents, did all this. And yet, what do they get out of it? Sales is almost $1 trillion. By December 31st, it might topple over $1 trillion or something like that's what they're saying. And yet, the American people are turning around. Oh, thanks. I like it. Makes my boobs look bigger, is what Pee-wee said. The American people are standing around and they're like coming up with all the, a nuclear war happens. First thing you do is if nuclear, bombs are happening, you better be as far away from the windows as possible and pray like hell you don't get nuked. And if you do survive it, then you got to pray that the radiation doesn't get to you through the wind currents. I mean, literally, doesn't anyone know things that everyone, and everyone wants to, they say, if we don't have nuclear war, we can't sustain 8 billion people. We could sustain 8 billion people if it wasn't for greedy assholes. But thing is, if a nuclear, you see, I'll tell you what worries me the most about nuclear war, okay? What worries me the most? Yeah, I like the shark. The problem is I'm not worried about where I live, okay? Now, I love Zoe. I won't deny that I don't love Zoe. I do love Zoe very much. Zoe knows that. If I could steal her, she knows I would. Thing is I beg Zoe to get out of Chicago. Because if shit does hit the fan, and there is targeting it with nukes, Chicago's on the list of demolition, and I don't want Zoe not nearly anywhere because, missiles could be fired, and by the time they detect and try to shoot them down, which they say the military can't shoot them down, if some of them does get through, I don't know what I would do if something happened to Zoe. No offense, because I care for Zoe too a lot, and even though she likes men, and I keep saying, it's you can love anyone you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not like Zoe knows this. I'm not. I don't think of marriage, and I don't think of sex and other things. I told her this. Thing is what I'm worried about the most is Chicago going up with every other area around us, big cities going down, wiped out. I mean, literally. I mean, that is the main thing we're worried about. We're starting another Cold War. That's what it is. We're going to have more military money for what? More military weapons, submarines, carriers, destroyers, frigates, aircraft carriers. And Zoe and the taxpayers are paying for it. I'm paying for it some way. Chris is paying for it. And yet you think, I mean, why? Because, so the point being is even the East Coast would be attacked. Chris lives in the Carolinas. His area would be, I mean, literally. So you can't just sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch the fireworks. And all of a sudden, I mean, literally, if he's not in the blast area, for example, and he's outside the blast area, radiation's going to get him. I mean, literally, this is why I keep telling you to prep just in case. But you don't need to fucking worry about it. I mean, look, The mainstream media says he's rattling his saber. That's what he's doing. I mean, literally. I mean, look, we've cut him off financially. It'll take him years to restore himself, if you know. And then people say, "Oh, well, Putin's on his way out." Hi, how you doing, Booner? Huh? I got some new toilet paper rolls to play with. I mean, think about it. The American people need to realize they shouldn't be worrying about it. Higgins. He emailed me something, funny, he's watching other videos, so that's why, but uh oh, that reminds me. I'll send it later to Zoe because Zoe probably hasn't seen that one skit that's pretty damn funny. But anyways, the point is I'll message it on Discord for her so she can watch it on her own time. By the way, Zoe, did you see Steve Trevino on Speak Wife? What'd you think of it? I mean, literally, isn't that the fucking funniest thing in the world? We all need humor in our life, people. Come on, man. I don't believe in aliens. I mean, again, I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe we're going to go to nuclear war. I mean, literally, this is just utter bullshit. I mean, literally, if people can believe what they want, but my belief is that I don't believe in it. I mean, look at the propaganda machine. You got preppers trying to basically sell their wares and say, if you don't buy my crap, you're going to die. Literally. Well, let me just put it this way. You can go through Amazon and other stores and skip these preppers, and you can basically put them out of business on the grounds that, if there is something, oh, well, I ship pretty good. You may ship pretty good, but no one gives a shit about, this. I mean, look. There's a lot of prepping tools out there that you can buy, and they're all in stock. Why? Because no one believes in it. The Democrats, they don't believe in it. They believe Uncle Potato Head's going to get us out of things. Yeah, I did. What I was going to say is I got a link for you. I'll just post here for you, Zoe. It's a comedian thing. It's like 3 minutes long. I think you might find it funny. You can actually watch it later too. But thing is I think you'll find this to be pretty interesting. I might watch it too, real quick. You know, let's see. Is it around here? Here you go, Zoe. My husband found this for me a long time ago. Here you go, Zoe. This is for you. It's funny. Oh my god. I think that's fucking funny as hell. Oh, that was pretty fucking hilarious. That last one I sent you guys, that was pretty fun. But did you see that? The number FU. Yeah, exactly. My husband used to play that once a month, because it was just too damn funny. He was a pothead. So he was like, hey, Rita, want to see this? The letter FU. The letter F. Oh, you should have seen that one thing me and Chloe watched last night. It was pretty damn funny, since I diversify my channel, right? There's this guy, right? He takes video game clips from the game Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and he's trying to order a pizza using Shia Gorth, the god, the mad god. And he's like, I would like, and after like 9 minutes, they're like, we're calling the police, we're calling the police. And he's like, it was pretty damn funny, but still, I don't think crank calling people is a good idea. Ah, yes. Apparently, my friend Helena messaged me. I'm gonna have to say, "Hey, baby." Helena's gorgeous, by the way. Some people say, "Oh, you need to diversify." Hold on. I saw her latest pics. I was like, "Oh my god!" It's like she literally did it. She said she did it for moi, and I was like, "Oh yeah." So, anyways, for some of you out there, I think that's funny. Oh, there's these new pics here. Uh huh. Yep. Anyways, I just thought. I mean, there are some pretty funny short clips out there on YouTube. Thought about watching the Three Caballeros tonight, the A Team, and some DuckTales and stuff. I like cartoons. I showed Zoe a clip of Popeye and Bluto running diners. That was pretty damn funny, earlier today. She's pretty. Anyways. the other day, for some of you preppers out there, you always ask me, about different things. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can actually. Let me show you something that's interesting. Okay, so you go here to Google Voice, right? This is Google Voice. Can't show you the numbers though, but there's an app called Google Voice. Once you get Google Voice up and running, you can make phone calls and text messages on Google Voice. And so, anyways, I should do a poll soon. Yeah. So F you, the number F-U. Elmo's got a gun. Look out. Here he comes. That's why I believe Elmo, man. All right. So now I'm going to flush some of this crap down the garbage can on my YouTube because I'm done with the some of the emails. Yep. Actually, I'll keep that one in my inbox. And this and this and this. I'm just trying to. I just thought some of it would be funny for you guys. So what you do is you go to this. I got 101 emails. So what you do is you go down here and you start filing them away in the right folders. And then when you start filing them away, you can actually keep your email box cleaner. And you go to, there we go. I like how you just can move stuff around to different folders. And then you just go and throw some stuff in the trash. Oh, wow, more. See, I just missed some. And then people say to me, oh, Rita, you're blind. Yeah, maybe, but still, I'm still cleaning it up, So I'm down to 92 emails right now. That ain't bad in my inbox. Is there a folder I can actually make? Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Labels. There we go. So I made a new folder, which means I can just go down the list here, and then file away the crap. Yep. And then I go up here and then I keep working away. Yeah, where'd my new folder go? There we go. I might just go through these files eventually again, which would require me to go through some of these already. I got a lot of these to go through, but this will clear out a lot right there. People say to me, "Oh, you got a lot," and I go, "Oh, yes, I got a lot." I think it's LGR I need to put it into. Yep, there we go. Now I'm down to 72. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, at least I found a few more to file away. We just go over to here and then we just file away. I move to. Ah, here we go. Works pretty well. Oh yeah, I'm actually liking how this works. I can file it away quickly now. Okay. There you go. So it says I have 66 emails to put in the. Oh, I missed a whole bunch here. We'll just file these away now too. I like to have my inbox a little cleaner, you know. Hold on. All right, and then I want a folder. I like making folders, by the way. And then I want to put in this, 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 and this too. There we go. So now we're down to 51 messages. I got stuff from 2019, you know. Okay. We'll just do this. Click, 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 click. You know what? I'll leave them in my inbox for right now. I think I've done enough in my inbox for right now. Yeah. And what's this one? Okay, cool. No, I can actually file this one away. Oh yeah, that works. And we just go down the list and see where it is. Ooh, I missed another one. See, I'm blind. I can't collect all of it, you know. Anyways, there we go. So, yeah. Let's see. Missed a couple more again. I mean, literally, where the hell am I missing some of these? I don't know. Just pop them in there and keep going down the list. Now I'm down to 46 emails. There we go. That works pretty good. I'm going to clean out the rest later, but 46 inboxes ain't bad for now. Oh, yeah. Save that, you know, throw that in the trash. Yeah. That's fine. You know, I just finally, you know. All right, let's just go tinkle again. There we go. So I emptied my spam box and down to 45 emails. So, how many people are still with me tonight? Zoe, did you fall asleep? I know sometimes you disappear, and I'd like to get some TV time eventually. How much friend Ricky? Zozo, you still with me? And Zoe is, yeah, still here. Cool. That's great, you know. Well, I might as well do a project or three. So, what I need to do is email my list to me. So, I will email this list, copy a link to me. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell? Yeah, I'm going to email it to myself. And then I'm going to go down the list. All right. And then, I got a joke for you guys, okay? So Zoe turns around today and she emails me this morning, right? I got woke up, right? So I could always take a nap later. So she emails me, got that project done yet? Thing is, Zoe, when she ran off to talk to the parts man or whatever she's doing, I don't know why she was calling. It sounded like she was rushing me off. We were having a conversation, about Chloe, I was just trying to explain to her, that with everything that's held, we're try to get Chloe better some ways. Always got a good advocate and ally, and Zoe said to me, "Oh, you got your project worked out?" And I said, "No, not really." And the reason for it is I got to go into Amazon and just save this list and then log out. Right, I want to log out for a bit, and then what I want to do is I want to go into Zoe's side because Zoe's like, "Oh, you need to order your Christmas present, right?" So what I want to do is, right, here we go. There we go. So apparently, all right, hold on. Let me just go over to my email here. All right, so I had to literally go into this, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going down the list, okay? And what I'm doing is I want to go over to this, right? I want to go add to cart, checkout, right? Let me just see. And then it says use address, right? Payment options, right? So, this isn't a gift item. Right? So, all right. All right. So anyways, okay. So that's cool. So we'll go over here. Zoe's probably thinking, okay, so we'll remove this because it's saved under her thing, and then we will go down the list. That was one that she wanted. She wanted the one with the alarm clock in it, and I was like, okay. So what we're doing is we go to add to cart, and I just noticed on the add to cart, it's basically picking up because I right clicked and opened it. It's picking up as a gift. So it says right here. All right, this item is not a gift. All right, so it says here, right? All right, so yeah. So anywho, there we go. And so again, and I want to see. I'm looking at the taxes. That's what I'm doing. As always, didn't know that. Chloe has me make the decision for it. I might just, it depends on, you guys. I might put a poll out there for Christmas gifts. Chloe's like, oh, order one. So I'm looking at putting in a poll for you guys. So currently, all right. So it would be okay. That makes sense. All right. So we got 3 more to go over, and then I am completely and thoroughly done. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just open these up one by one, and then I'm going to add this to the cart. It just depends on how much money I want to spend. Yeah. This ain't a gift. Again, sales tax is $97, so that leaves us 103 plus. I don't know, on the one card. So it says yeah. All right. So there's like so much. I can buy a SDS 200, but I'm not that fucking greedy. Me and Higgins joking about that. And so it just says right there. So I'm just looking at all the items. Okay. And this one's, I got 2 more to look up. Now I can close out of Zoe's thing. Because, Zoe wants me to order. Chloe, Higgins is like, order the bowel fang. Well, Higgins is trying to help me out. This is not a gift. Because gifts aren't allowed to, can't use your gift card to send a gift. So it would be that much. All right, cool. So, Zoe was, I'm going to do a poll in a second on YouTube. All right, so add to cart. Let's see how much sales tax is on this. The last one, the one that Zoe promised me, which never got, is this. So I want to know. So it's 174, right? It was 172. So I think it's like 190 with tax. All right, this ain't a gift. 189. So that leaves, I'm trying to basically get it under $200, because I'm not greedy, I could be. I could just go buy any of the scanners I want, but, Chloe made a promise, so, it would be 189. So, and then delete. And now I'm going to go to YouTube. All right, so I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go to my channel, and then I'm going to community, and then I'm going to do a poll. So it says this, All right, so I'm going to give you several options. I think there's 5 of them. So let's just go down the list. Yeah. All right, 2. See, it takes me a minute because I got to look it up. Oh. I'll let the voters decide. The other ones should be easier, right? Yeah. on. Ah, we'll do it this way. Skip that. Let me see, because I only have allowed 5 entries, so I'm gonna have to skip the 75 XLT and go with that one. All right, hold on. I love doing these polls. Finally, the final one is there we go. So let me see the other polls. So Zoe's Christmas gifts I put into the poll. I know Mama Fanny posts something like it's expensive, but we got 33% for the electric toaster and 67% for an air fryer. So the 436, 536, and and then this one was base station was 50, the 15X for my first poll. And this one is new scanner purchase. What should I buy? And people put 33. So they all literally basically didn't get enough. So I gave, names, links, etc. So, we're done. So now what I need to do is log out and then log back in on my account. And then we are good as golden. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that project is done. So I got it done. Now I just got to decide what to order, and that is pretty hard because no one's giving me any ideas. I wanted to get some ideas from Zoe. Do I buy a basic scanner? Do I buy 2 daily planners? Do I buy 2 budget planners? Do I buy a bunny log? Do I buy a moppy tree? I don't put any hair on my thing. Zoe, oh, you got poo on your backside again. Come on. Shouldn't be rummaging around in the poo. You got it stuck to your fur. Any more? Yep, got one right here too, Evo. See? My mama doesn't care if there's little poo chunks. They're just dry anyways. Hi. Here, wash my hands. How you doing, huh, Fluffle? Huh, little Fluffle? So ask Bun Bun. Hello, is Zoe still here? Is Zoe still here? Hello, Zoe, you still here? Pay attention to the Ebo. Is Ebo? Hello, I'm Ebo. Hi, is Zoe here? Is Zoe here? Is Zoe here? Is Zoe here? Come on. Yeah, what's up, huh? Everyone loves a wabbit. See? See, isn't he so chill? What's up, guy, huh? Are you trash? We can put you in the garbage can. No, mommy, don't put me in the garbage can. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I love him too much, you know that. I love my rabbit too much. Hey, what's up? Huh? How's your teeth, huh? Oh, yeah, you a chomper, huh? I gotta leave in about a half hour, so if anyone is still here, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll log off early and get TV started. You know. Want to see what Chloe's doing? Yeah, please. All right, I'll be right back. Get you put in your box so you can feel safe. Yeah, safe. Zoe. I guess Zoe's left too, Evo. There you go. I guess Zoe's left too. Huh? Guess I'll get ready to. Well, everyone, I guess Zoe fell asleep. She has messaged me on a Discord, so I guess I will leave because Zoe's not talking. And frankly, I have everything lined up to finish my coffee and watch some TV tonight. Ooh. Let me see the bite again. Top picks? I don't know. Let me see here. I don't know. No. Oh, ramen went down in price again? Oh, yeah. The inflation went down on that. Oh, yeah. That went up again. Zoe, come in, Zoe. Oh, yeah, I'm standing here. Hey, guys. How about 3 drinks and a filet mignon? Then I'll go back to your place and take a nap. See, Zoe ain't around, so I can poke the duck just a bit. Ducky hair, getting a free dinner out of a guy. Anyways, I need to get going, Anyways, my Google Voice. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go click on the manage buy again program. Yep. Oh, let's see. Gummy bears, not healthy. Better cheddar is not healthy. Gummy worms, damn, that's expensive. Hey, where's my, what's your mobber? Do I have anything in my shopping cart, under the food thing? Oh, look. See, there's books, books, books. Oh, this one I need to delete because it's already been. Anyways, I gotta see. That went down in price. This is deleted. Apparently, it says sellers. Nope. Let me just go through this, Oh, damn. That's still sold out. I'm looking at foodsies. Hello, dude. Let's see. 80, 100. Well, no, same thing. So it's like 80, 120, 100, and no, hold on, 100. Wow. Yeah. Well, I need to delete this then. Can't trust that company with Tic Tacs. Hello, I'm Zoe. Welcome to Radio Zoe, where we're talking about fun. Fun in the sun. I'm your host, Zoe, and today we're going to be talking about books. Lots and lots of books. Wow, look at some of these items that sold out. I'm still here. Earth to Zoe. Come in, Zoe. I only have 21 minutes left. I can only put that one tune in I was listening to the other day before I had my coffee. It's only 3 minutes long, but still, I'm waiting for Zoe. I'm waiting for Zoe. Hello, welcome to Zoe's World. Christmas TV commercials from the 80s. I love those things. I saw a video that I actually was interested in actually watching for later. I just don't remember where it was. It was like watch later thing. Pawn shop prank. No, it wasn't watched later. Was it history maybe? I saw something. Oh, hold on. Just see. Let me see. I think I saw him. Was it this one? Oh, yeah. This one. Yes. Save to watch later. Okay. Then you got. Does this go backwards? How far back does this guy go? Nope. So I can do this because I'm always curious. I wanted to watch this. Oh, that's it? 7 minutes long? Dude, I could watch this. Yeah. And then I'll do this. Oh, yeah, 8 minutes. You know what? I was going to watch this, the other day for Christmas, but still, I want to see what it was like. People say to me I'm an idiot, but you know what? I am more in tuned with things than anything. I just wanted to, yeah. People say to me, Rita, what do you do? And I say, oh, I'm putting together a TV show, for myself. I guess they don't have this. So I guess this guy didn't get any higher than that. Yeah. Let me see. what I might do is I might go to this guy's channel right here and then go to a search button and put in. You know, I want to see. I'm always nosy. All right, so we got 50s, 80s, 60s, 70s. Always like, what? Hmm. This might be an interesting thing to save to watch list too, you know. Hmm. Oh, you know what? This guy seems like he's got some good stuff. I'm gonna put it under and do some research on this, you know. Hmm. I don't know. I love some of these things. You know, some of these fields, you know. Hmm. Okay. This guy's got some really good content, you know. Hmm. Shows stores too, but hmm. Hmm. This might be an interesting story to watch. Just putting together some stuff, you know, for later. A lot of you guys think, you know, that as a prepper, you know, people say to me, "Oh, well, the thing is let me just tell you a secret about prepping, all right? Oh, that might just be beneficial to watch. Something about Denny's, you know. I always like learning about stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, this might be good. Photo album. I don't want a photo album. Forget that. I just want to see what's going on. Oh yeah, you know what? This might be good too to add. A lot of you basically sit there, you know, and you sit there and you preppers out there, you sit there and you say stuff like, oh well, this is lame and that's lame and you're dumb and I'm dumb and yada yada yada. And the thing is you got to look at the big picture, because people sit there and you know um people there's these things, in their history, and people say, "Oh yeah, it sucks," and the only thing I can tell you that sucks is people that when you start reading things, or watching things, like I found some short mini documentaries, right? And people sit there and they say, "Oh well, I need entertainment, while waiting for something to happen, and to me, you um you can look it up on YouTube, and um basically the thing is you can use YouTube as a television. Pretty much you can use YouTube as a TV. You turn around and you can use YouTube as a television. Yeah, you know. And so what you do is you go down the list. Hold on, I just saw something here. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. I want to hear this. So basically, I put in some documentaries I can watch off and on in between my A team on Tubi. Now, a lot of you say, "What's Tubi? What's Roku TV?" $30 gets you a Roku device. You put Tubi and you set it up. You will have a blast of free content on Tubi, and you won't even need to buy um, cable channels. I mean, you find something on TV, you're going to be basically smiling. That's the truth. I make sure my phone's on so I can call dad. All right. So what I'm gonna do, everyone, is Zoe's gone, it seems. I'm going to log off because I gotta make a phone call to dad and get prepared for whatever it is we're watching. I think we talked about that one movie in Raku. I can't remember. You know. Anyways, this might be a good, interesting movie to play. Me and dad were talking about that one. I think it was on. I just can't remember, but it was something I was looking up last night at Roku. It was I don't remember what movie it was. It was like crap. Dad and I were. I think it was on Amazon actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was free. I was telling Dad about it. I said, "Oh, it looks good," and he's like, "Yeah, mm-hmm." And I was like, "Yeah, it looks good," and he's like, "Mm-hmm." So what you got to do is you got to look for Amazon Prime. Here we go. Prime Video, right? My stuff. I just added something to it anyways. There's the baseball games. There's the Popeye things. And yes, there is some Popeye things. Always probably like, what? Okay, so there's Magnum PI, my favorite shows. I don't remember what it was. I guess it isn't here. In here, we're talking about Willis. I just can't remember what it was I was thinking of. I have to call Dad. Anyways, was it Selma? No, I don't think it was Selma. No, it was Oh yes, I'll just Google see. Ah yes, it's called Alice. That's right, Alice. So for some of you out there, it was this one. Yes, this one. Yes, I think that's what. There's Alice in Wonderland. There's this one. Okay, this is on Stars. All right, cool. So anywho, I better get moving along. Very interesting video. I found some documentaries. Maybe I'll watch them, maybe I won't. I'll just put lol for Higgins. So, for the rest of you out there, I want to say before I have to run to the bathroom, let me just put this as. Damn it! I hate when he did. That career, dude. This guy stinks. Okay, I really want to. There, and then what I'm gonna do. All right, so all right, peeps. I'm gonna log off and just say, time for me to go. Zoe's not around. There's only two people, so please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. So it's fun for your family, including your dogs or cats or bunnies or service dogs or service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Leave the comments. Nice is all we ask. It's wholesome fun for your dogs or cats, your bunnies or service dogs or service bunnies, and just leave the comments. Nice is all we ask, and look for another video again later. Thank you so much for having me today. God bless you and good evening. And God bless you.